Good morning. Oh my God, I am so sleepy. We'll see how long I can last today. If I don't do an hour, I'm not even gonna be mad at myself because I am very tired right now. Anywho, I hope you guys are having a great morning. Um, I haven't went live the past few days because I've been tired and busy. So I was just like, let me go and do a live for today because I was supposed to do this live yesterday. But I could not do it. I was like, oh my God. But today I can because any sleep I lose, I can get it back later. So that's just how that's going to work today. Why does my. Oh, I know why. I was going to ask myself a question that I already know the answer to. Anyway, uh, um, what is that? Oh, hold on, y'all. Sorry. I see something. Okay, anyway, um, yeah. I just been busy working, doing things, and I was like, YouTube can wait. I think a lot of people issue is that they can't turn YouTube loose. I can, shoot, I can log off this app, go elsewhere. I did that last night. I went elsewhere, watched a movie. I was like, cause staying on this app too much, I think that's what's wrong with some people. Like, they can't close this out. Anyway, my subject for today is to focus on yourself. Um, it's a lot of people on here that are they're too focused on what other people have to say about them, and or they're focused on what other people are doing. Um, I try not to do that so much because I'm like, why should I even care what they say or what they think? And I don't. But I know everybody's not like me. I always have to tell myself that like everybody don't not care like you do. I mean, I just be like, whatever. Like, say what you gonna say. It ain't gonna change my life. But you got people on here that they care extremely, and I just be like, well, ain't got nothing to do with me, so I just exit stage up and go about my business. So just I don't give a crap. But anyway, I just I just wish people would focus more on the important things in life versus all the mess and the drama and the BS we see on these different apps on the internet. Um, I had to make a change like at the end of last year. I was just like, I'm so sick of hearing the same crap over and over again. And I was just like, you know what? You don't have to be here. Cause like, no lie, I don't know why I used to do this, but even if I wasn't enjoying somebody live, I would stay there just to support them. And I'm just like, and for hours, like, and this is with any channel. It's not no particular channel, just any channel. And I'll be like, okay. And I sit there and listen, or do whatever in the background, or I, participate in the chat or whatever. But excuse me, I'm sorry. After a while, I was like, you don't have to be here. Not saying that I won't go to where they are and hit the like button or whatever. I'm just saying that you don't have to sit here for hours and listen to stuff you don't want to hear. And that's just, I was like, well, yeah, I don't. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. Like, I'll go in, listen for a minute. If I don't too much care about the subject, I slowly exit out and I go do something else, or I go look at something else. But I did give them a review and a like, and then because I wasn't enjoying it, I left. But I I started, at first I felt bad about it because I'm like, well, but then again, I was just like, well, you don't have to sit here and listen to what you don't want to listen to. And I was just like, I kind of fought for myself for a minute, but after a while, I was just like, you can show support, but like you torturing yourself listening to things you don't want to hear. So I was like, well, that's not good for my mental health, so I stopped doing it. So I'm just like, okay. Anyway, um, I just wish that people would choose uh, more important things to talk about on here. Um, it's just that I mean, I understand some people don't want to do that. Now, okay, let me give you an example. Like me, like somebody else will send me something, say, "Hey, why don't you talk about this?" And I'll just be like, that's more of somebody else's content, not really mine. What's up, Jay Bliss? Good morning. But yeah, I tell you quick, man, no, that's not me. Like I thank you for the suggestion, but like it's not really me. Me with anything I talk about, it just kind of comes up in the chat, um, and it will kind of segue into that. But like I don't really do like stories or whatever. I just kind of go with the flow, and I've been doing this for what 7 months. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, what's up, Vamos? I kept seeing you last night in different chats. But yeah, I've learned how not to make myself feel guilty for leaving a stream that I was really bored with. So I just don't. I just like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go spend my 3 hours somewhere else and look at a movie or look at another stream or a video. I'm just gonna be honest about it. But no, if you like, I hate when a subject gets repeated over and over again. I just kind of get bored with it, and I'm just like, okay. Which is why I'm kind of glad that I can kind of talk about anything over here because I didn't really put myself in a box. I can talk about whatever. Like my show doesn't have to be the same show every time. And I try not to repeat myself over and over again. Even though some things I have noticed that I do repeat myself on, but it's more of a you all getting to know me kind of thing, not a situation. Jay Bliss said people like to hear other people's problems. This kind of keeps you from thinking about your problems. Um, well, not me though. Like to me, I can hear what speaking on, you getting off your chest. I understand that, Jay Bliss. But if I already know your problems, I don't want to hear it two and three times. Like I'm just saying. I mean, I understand. Like it takes other people time to kind of get over things, but I just after like good three times, with me, I try not to mention things anymore because I'm just like, I know they tired of hearing me say that because I've heard where I've done a live and I've mentioned something and then I turn around and mention it again and I was like, oh, I forgot I mentioned that before. So if I realize that I've mentioned it like twice or more, I'm like, okay, stop saying it, like stop, like they heard you the first time. But yeah, I just when I tell y'all I don't like drama, I don't. I back away from it. I don't involve myself in it. Anything that I've ever been involved in, um, it was at the placement of somebody else that kind of threw me in it, and I'm just like, I'm not really in this, but you're putting me in it. So yeah, I don't get that. Like as I come, like I'm be honest with y'all, being a content creator now, I really can't talk in chats like I used to. Like I could just, yeah, I know I used to go off with. For those of y'all who were there, y'all know how to talk in chat. I mean, I still do some things now, but now I'm kind of I'm a little cautious with it because I know how people like to dope things out of proportion, try to get, content creators to fight with each other. And I'm like, I ain't got time for this stupid crap. Like, I don't involve me in nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with the mess. If it's a chat that has a lot of drama happening in the chat, I would not drop in the chat. Because I'm like, the first thing somebody that don't like me gonna do is try to throw me in it and say I said something and then it's a whole situation. So I'm just like, nope, I ain't saying nothing. And if I do say anything, I'm gonna be careful with what I say because being a content creator, they gonna throw you in something. Yes, prayers for Batman. Prayers up for Batman. If y'all don't know who Batman is, that's RGM. Yeah, keep him in y'all prayers. I know what's going on with him. I've never said anything, and I won't say anything because that's his business. But yeah, y'all pray for RGM. Like, like I said, I'm not saying what it is. Y'all just pray for him. And I gotta remember to repost Jed's community post he did like a day or so ago. But yeah, he'll be fine. It's just taking time. Almost. hmm Um, hmm. Kind of threw me off with that almost. But yeah, pray for RGM, y'all. Pray for everybody. We all need prayer. But yeah, I forgot what you kind of threw me off. I forgot what you said. Anyway, yeah, crap. Um, oh my god, I must really be tired if I can't think of this stuff. Anyway, like I said, I try not to, drop into many chats. I know how people like to take take your words. People like to take your words and twist them and make it sound like you said something you didn't say. I know how people work on here. I ain't gonna say nothing, but anyway, yeah, I know how people do. So I'm very careful what I say. And hey, if you don't like what I say, I don't give a crap. Just don't like it. Like, I can't please everybody, and I'm not gonna try. I think that's the problem on here. Everybody wants to please everybody and kiss each other butt. I just feel like, no. Like, if I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you. If I ain't kissing your butt, I'm sorry. I ain't doing it. I am not doing it. I am not kissing your butt. Yes, pray for everyone. Sure, these days we all need prayer. Everybody going through something. It's just that some people are avoiding their problems, and they come on YouTube for validation, and or anywhere online they come on here for validation, and I'm just like, you got to be secure within yourself. Um, when you log off, or when you're not on here, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. You're not gonna look at all these people that are cool with you in the mirror before you go to bed. You're gonna look at yourself. So yeah, I think a lot of people on here not happy. A lot of people on here miserable. A lot of people here are addicted to the mess. Um, because if I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I be paying attention. Some people only coming in chats if it's a mess happening. If no mess is happening, they not there. It's either it's a lot of mess, or it's a guy they trying to get his attention. One of those ones, or a female. One of those ones. I be paying attention. Y'all. I told you I observe everything, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. In so many words, in so many words. Anyway, uh, anyway, uh, yeah, I be noticing all this stuff. I just realized this is freaking mess. It's a mess. Yes, hit the like button for me. I always forget to say that, but I'm glad y'all remind me. But yeah, it's a lot happening in the world for people to be very concerned with YouTube beef, and what's happening here and there. Like, it's a lot of real stuff happening. I don't really necessarily go into like the news, and what's happening in the world. Ever so often I'll mention something, but I like to leave that to people who do that better than I do. Um, they can report the news and tell the story and give you a picture of it. I can't do that because I've trained myself to come on here and just talk. Like, I just come on here and talk. I freestyle every single live I do. Nothing's rehearsed. Nothing. I just do the same thing every live, which I gotta get better at it though, because I do want my channel to evolve and everything and grow. But I just wish that people would pay more attention to the important things in life versus the mess. Like I said, with the mess situation, I bagged out of a lot of channels that every single time I go to their channel is some drama happening, and I'm like, I really don't want to hear this. Like, I really don't care about this person or that person. I don't give a crap. So I just leave. I just leave, and I don't go back. So I went to maybe going to 10 channels, to now I may go to about few. I don't go to a lot of channels anymore. You asked me that before. I don't know, but most I don't go anywhere. Make your food at home. That way you know your hands are clean, your hands are washed. No, I ain't gonna bring that video up or something anyway. Yeah, eat at home. Eat at home. Last time I said that I had fast food, but now you're making me want hamburgers. Eat at home. Make your own burger. Because you know what? If you make your burger at home, you can make it exactly like you want it and put everything on there you want. Mm-hmm. Jay Blue said people give out their phone numbers and addresses out and wonder why they get the hustle if you piss that person. Okay. Okay, so let me say this. Let me say this. I do not. Okay. I gotta tell on myself a little bit. But anyway, I don't give nobody on here has my address. I'm pretty sure people look me up, but nobody on here has my address. Nobody on here has my. Mm, mm. Okay, so no, I can't say that because it's not true. I have okay, so some people on here do have my phone number, but they got my backup number. I can tell y'all only one person on this internet has my real number, and I don't talk to them. Only one. Only one. Everybody else has the burner number because I learned it. I said, do not give out your real number. Give out your burner number, and that's what I've been doing. I said, okay, like as you get to know people more, then you give out your real number. Other than that, nobody on here has my real number. So yeah, I understand that, Jay Bliss. Like absolutely not, because you like you see how things can go left. Nobody on here has my real number, but like I said, one person, but I don't talk to them. If they ever call me, I will not answer. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, other than that, nah. They might have my email, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, um, like I said, I get to know you, you get my real number. Other than that, no. I gotta gauge you first because if it goes left, then I won't have to worry about you calling me. I can just block you from my burner number, and that's that. Anywho, um, anyway, yeah, it's a lot of BS that happens on the internet, and I think a lot of people are not focusing on themselves. They sit here and focus on every other issue that somebody else has. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. I ain't focused. Like I understand, like if you want to talk about your problems, but I'll talk and then I'll be done with it. Like y'all have seen me kind of go through the motions a little bit on here. Actually, it happened like, but maybe a week ago, some days ago. I was literally on here having a fit. And I really don't like to show that side of myself, but I was pissed that day. Like, I couldn't hold it in. I was like, stop. Like, leave me alone. Like, ugh. Anyway, that issue got solved, but that day I was just not having it. I just wasn't. Anyway, yeah. But I just really wish people would focus on themselves and make their lives better versus caring about what other people think about them. Um, I don't give a crap what nobody on here thinks about me or what anybody else says about me because you don't know me, so like it shouldn't matter. Like why would I give you what's the word I want to use? Why would I give you? I don't want to say power, but why would I give you the energy that your thoughts are more important than who I am? Like I don't get it. Jay Bliss says, it's been a couple of times you shut down your life. Yeah, I know. I know. I was just over it. Like, yeah, it's been a few times. Like, and see, that freaking live that I'm talking about, I about crashed out on here. I was pissed off. I said, I gotta go. Like, I gotta leave. Because I felt it. Like, I was literally sitting up here getting hot. Like, I was like angry. So I was just like, no, no, log off. You ain't about to see me crash out. I'm out. I dipped out of here so quick. I was already irritated, but anyway, yeah, that got solved. But I was just angry that day. Anyway, oh, I ain't gonna talk about that, and I ain't gonna say what live it was if you didn't see it. Well, yeah. People think I don't get angry. I do get angry, but it's not about the YouTube crap. If I'm angry about something, it's more personal. Is what I'm gonna say. It's not any stupid YouTube crap. Like it's gonna be some personal that I'm gonna be angry at. Because other than that, like what the crap I'm gonna be mad for? Ouch, crap. But yeah. Mm, anyway, and you know what? I try not to let YouTube um I try not to let YouTube and my real life mesh, even though they kind of do anyway. But some people, it's worse. Okay, Valmo says, do you have anxiety? If so, what are some of your techniques to make it better? When I first moved to California, Valmos, it was really bad. I had a culture shock because it's not like any other place I lived. Um, it was a culture shock. When I would go to work, I would have really, really bad anxiety because I'm be honest with you, I really, hmm, I'm be honest with you, I don't really, I don't want to say that, but it's true. I really don't really care for people, but I like helping people. I don't know why I'm like that, but like when it comes to being around a bunch of people, that's what gives me anxiety. Like, I don't like being around a bunch of people. I always, stay away. Like, I don't know why I'm like that. But the thing about it is, when I do, talk and socialize, I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it. But what I did to make it better, almost, I had to. I had to like not focus on it so much. Like it used to bother me bad, but now I'm just like, okay, focus on yourself. I you know, try to get better sleep. I try to do things that won't trigger me. I try to listen to calm music. Um, I try to do stuff like that. Mama says I have anxiety at times and it's sometimes hard to get over it. Yes, it is. Now, it doesn't happen to me as much as it used to. Um, but now, like I said, I take the time. No problem, almost. Um, right now I take the time to like if like I have a habit of like when I go to sleep, I'll listen to some music or I listen to the rain or I listen to the ocean waves. Sometimes like I don't listen to nothing because I'm like I just want the silence. Um, but a lot of times staying away from the drama helps too because I know at one point like it was drama every day on this app, and I got to a point where it's like everywhere I looked it was drama. It was it was messing with my nerves, and I'm be honest with you, almost at that time is when I had anxiety bad because I was listening to a lot of drama. I was like, my energy was off. What's up, son? Good morning. It was bad because I'm just like, I was doing those things, but I was also listening to the drama. So I had to regroup. Like at the end of last year, I had to literally regroup and say that you're letting all this drama and chaos, like you're constantly hearing it. Because I was telling y'all at one point it was every day, all day. It's like, okay, I'm getting off work, I gotta go to sleep. I wake up to drama, I'm listening to it, going to work, um throughout the night. I only get a few hours like to myself, and then I get off work, maybe do a live, go to sleep, wake up to more drama. It was like clockwork. And I was like, I got to a point where that junk was getting on, it was messing with me. And I'm just like, okay, I gotta change something. Because like by the time I wake up, like two or three people that went live and there's drama happening. That's how come a lot of times y'all ask me um if I knew what happened, and I'm like, no, because this stuff happens when I'm asleep. So a lot of times I just kind of walk into it like, okay, what the crap happened? But I've learned now to, like, sometimes I go in and ask questions, but sometimes, if people don't want to answer, I'm just like, well, I'll just stay lost. Like, whatever, I don't care. So, eventually, sometimes when you sit and listen, you'll kind of get the gist of what happened. So, yeah, I'm just like, whatever. So now I don't really do that too much anymore. I can't sit in lives and listen to drama for 3 and 4 hours no more. Even if, like, sometimes on some of these channels, I click in and I hear what they talking about, and I just be like, I don't want to hear this. So if I support the channel, I'll speak, say hey, I'll chime in a couple of times, and then I'll slowly exit out because I'm just like, I don't want to hear the drama. I don't want to hear it. Especially if I don't like, not the channel holder, but if I don't like who they're talking about. Like, I don't want to listen to what they got going on for 3 and 4 hours. I'm sorry, I can't. My energy had to change on that because it was literally giving me, anxiety. The energy was off. I couldn't do it no more. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of the channels I visit now are the boxing channels because they just talk about boxing and it's chill. I'm just gonna keep it real. I do. Okay. So Plotter says people need to learn to log off and take some peace. Um, I guess some peaceful time to themselves. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yes, too much drama is exhausting. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to say I can't do this no more because I'm like, I'm not trying to be stressed out and constantly listening to problems and issues. But the thing about it though is some of this stuff with some of these people been going on for years. And I'm just like, I just wish everybody just stop talking about each other and just stop. Just stop. But I can't tell nobody what to do. I can't make nobody stop. I can't do none of that. So I'm like, okay, y'all can keep talking about each other. I just want to be there to hear it. Like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I'm just going to keep it real. I don't want to hear it. So I leave because it's exhausting. Like, nobody wants to freaking sit and hear people yell and scream at each other all the time. Or I freaking hate when somebody has a live. I ain't calling names, I'm just saying. I hate when somebody has a live. Everything's chill, and then all of a sudden, the person comes in and it's drama, drama, drama. And I'm just like, it was fine, like, before they showed up. So what I had to do, I had to exit some of those channels. Like, no, for other reasons, but I had to leave because I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to hear drama. If I'm at work chilling, listening to somebody's live, and then all of a sudden, like in the middle of my work, somebody jumps on the panel and start yelling and screaming, mm-mm, that absolutely kills my mood. I'm just like, it was chill, no drama, and then I'm just like, I don't want to hear this. I'm at work trying to chill out and work and listen, but I can't now because you screaming in my ear, and I don't want to hear that crap. Claudia says, I also edit channels for it. Yeah, I'm out of it. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't. Or when people want you to choose sides in the drama, like, yeah, exactly. I don't. What's up, T? Good morning. But yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And you know what? If people don't like my decision, they just don't like it. But I have to take care of myself. If you dwell in drama and you like it, you stay there. I'm not I'm not doing it. I like everything to be chill, like I said, which is why a lot of times y'all catch me in the boxing guys channels because even though they're talking about a sport that I'm still learning about, I'm sitting here learning names. I'm learning what the vocabulary or whatever. I just sit there and listen to them because they chill. Now I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes sometimes they do kind of go at each other. But I literally put in the chat like y'all just chill out. Like, I'm sitting here listening to y'all. I'm chill, you ain't no yelling and screaming. But when they do kind of get heated, I'd be like, y'all just chill out. Like I don't want you like, like I said, it happens. But they don't sit there and like normally I know this with the guys, they'll get in like a heated discussion, but then they'll immediately drop it. They won't sit there and be on it for 15, 20 minutes. They'll kind of go at it for about 5, 6 minutes, and then they'll go back to their talking point. So I just be like, okay. But sometimes they, like I said, they do get in heated debates, and I just be like, chill out, like, come on, like we chill, y'all just talking now. But but yeah, I just feel like I can't do the drama. I can't do it. So that's why a lot of times y'all don't really see me in chats like I used to because I can't deal with the drama. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so Pilates says, no offense, but your women are a little different. Women can shut. Yeah, that's true. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna be honest. Some of it is entertaining, but when you heard it for a while, every day for a minute, for me, I got frustrated, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear this. Like it literally makes my ears hurt. If I got my headphones on at work, and then all of a sudden, like, because sometimes, like, I have to turn them all the way up. And if everything's chill and then all of a sudden y'all screaming at each other, I'm just like, come on now, I gotta turn my headphones down because you're about to blow my eardrum out. And then y'all be arguing over nothing. Father said, Jay Bliss, if I argue with another guy, it's most likely over in about 4 minutes. Then we, but exactly, that's what I just said. With with the Boston guys, yeah, they go at it for a few minutes and then they go back to their talking point. I just be like, yeah, let's get over that real quick and be done with it. Now with me, like I said, people have came for me, and I talk to them like I talk to y'all now. I just made them feel stupid anyway. But anyway, um, I actually went back and listened to a live. I went back and listened to a live that happened a while back. And I literally did what I said I was gonna do. I talked to you until you stopped talking to me. Yeah. Anyway, um, it's just crazy though. But anyway, I can't do the yelling and screaming. And like I said, for people who participate in that, I don't fault them. If they want to go at somebody who came at them, that's them. That's them. But I personally don't like that. But I'd be like, well, you gotta defend yourself in your name. Like, do what you gotta do. I don't fault you for it. I just don't, I'll defend my name, but I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay, Florida says, to be fair, I've never really heard you super angry. Were you on that live the other day? I, mm, yeah, I've gotten angry on here before. Like I was telling Jay Bliss, it was a live I did some days ago where I was really pissed. And yeah, yeah. Mm, mm. I ain't gonna say which live it was. What's up, Outlaw? Good morning. Hmm. It's morning. No. Dang, Outlaw. I forgot what time it is. I did. I forgot what time it was over there. Is it like, okay. Is it. Mm, is it 2 a.m.? I might be wrong. I don't remember. Uh. Okay, so pause. I've heard you more frustrated than actually. No, that live I was actually angry. I was actually angry that live because I was I was live, but I was dealing with something personal in the background, and yeah, okay, yeah, I was right, yeah, 2 a.m. I had to sit there and remember that because it's been a minute. Yeah, yeah, it was something happening in the background, and somebody started messaging me while I was live, and the person pissed me off. And if you go back to that live, I kept every time my phone went off, I was like, "What?" Yeah, I was mad. I was mad. Uh huh. You always like, oh yes, I try to be. Thank you. Look, I'm half asleep right now. No, I am half asleep. I try outlaw. I do. Yeah, yeah. If you go, I, okay, all I'm gonna tell you, Claudia, it was a short live. That's all you need to know. It was a short live. Well, yeah, I was freaking pissed. Like the person started messaging me. I was like, "What? Like, stop! Like, no! Like, it." The problem was solved. But yeah, I was angry that day. Anyway, I try not to show that on here, but that freaking day, and you know what? I started to take that live down, but I said, nah, I'll leave it up because I'm not always bubbly and happy. I do get angry sometimes. And like I said, I try not to like I said, personal things will make me angry on here, but not so much to YouTube stuff. I don't give a crap what these people say. Anyway, yeah. But um I try not to, like I said, I try not to get angry. I try to kind of stay out of situations that happen on here because I know how people like to throw your name and stuff. And I'd be like, don't put my name in nothing because I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's why, like I said, that's why I'm going chess like I used to because people like to do that. They like to throw somebody's name in the hat and say, hey, y'all go at them. And I'm just like, nah. So if I'm not in the chat, you can't do that to me. But like I said, I do drop in chats here and there. I just don't participate like I used to. I just don't care. I don't. Okay. So, Here you go, talking about Publix. Jacob said, I remember we was talking about Publix and you shut down the live and I didn't know if it was causing me or what. Hmm, no. Most likely it was because I was angry about something. If I ever shut down a live, it's because I'm angry about something. And I'm going to say I gotta go. Because I know people like to see people crash out on here. And I don't I don't really like to do that. So if I feel like I'm about to just go off, I just log off. Because I don't really like seeing myself that way. So why would I want other people to see me that way? You blame Jay Woods on this. No, it wasn't his fault. It's just I think that was the live I'm talking about prior. What I purposely I'm sorry I mean to yarn in the mic. But yeah, it was that live. I was over it. I was already pissed about something. Um Not really pissed, just annoyed and I had to shut it down. But yeah, I don't try not to crash out on here. Um yes, it's okay, all I'm gonna tell you is go to the last live that was the shortest live. That it was that live. What's up, D Free? Good morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the last shortest live. You'll see what I'm talking about. Jay Bliss applied her. I didn't get no sleep that day. Look, I gotta get my sleep. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to miss your live. I'm gonna have to miss some. It was one day I did miss everybody live. I was tired. Plus, I remember it was. I was in the bush already. Yeah, I told you I was pissed. I was like, leave me alone. Like I just couldn't deal with it. Like, stop. Because I'm like, me and this person already talked about this. So it's not to go back on what we talked about. But I was telling them, like, you messaging me in the middle of my live. And, yeah, you was messaging me in the middle of my live. And it was making me angry because of what it was about. And I'm just like, whatever. But like I said, it got solved. We straight, ain't nothing wrong there. But it was gonna, I was already mad though. But I'm just like, okay, if you know I'm already mad, why would you piss me off anymore? Anyway, like I said, that problem got solved. I ain't gonna keep talking about it, but yeah. Anyway, uh, but yeah, I try not to be mad on here because people are weird on here, and I was about to crash out that day, so I gotta go. I gotta go because I know how people do. But yeah. Clive says my wife says that I'm already mad. Don't make yeah, because if I'm already irritated and pissed, right? If I'm already mad and you make it like you're making it worse. That was not the best time to talk to me. But I guess they wanted to right then, so they did. And I'm just like, leave me alone. I'm live. Like, stop. But yeah, I was literally in this live reading a message. Like if you go back to that live and y'all hear me not speaking, I was literally reading their message in the middle of my live because I'm just like, what are they talking about? And I was getting pissed. I was like, what the crap? But like I said, it's water under the bridge. We good. We good. Jose said, "Oh, good morning, Jose." Says, "Don't go anywhere you're not wanted." Exactly, and I don't. I don't. I go where I'm appreciated. And Potter said, I just take the kids and go ride and cook a mess. Okay. Oh, they say ignore them because all they want is your exactly, exactly. That's why I say I'm learning how to move on here, and I'm well aware that people watch how I move on here. I've been told this. I've been told this, like to my face, that they watch how I move, and I'm just like, okay, yeah. I was just like, okay, you can watch all you want to. I'm just gonna be myself. Yeah, I ain't being fake for nobody on this app. I ain't being fake for nobody. I understand people want to make friends on this app, but it's not gonna be at the expense of me crashing out or seeking validation or nothing. No, no, I'm gonna be myself. You gonna like me whether you want to or not? I mean, no, I take that back. That didn't sound right. You gonna like me for me. Like, if you wanna like me, you gonna like me. If you don't wanna like me, you're not gonna like me. So that's just how I look at it. I said it so wrong. As they say, what the problem is, why are you watching the way you? Why are they watching the way you move? Is because they like sex. Yeah, for some people, I know why they watch. For some people, I know why, and for other people, yeah, exactly, because they're like sucks. Some people admire you, but they don't want to admit that they do. Um, that's why it comes to a lot of attention seeking on this app. And whether people like it or not, it's a lot of jealousy on this app. I'm not the best person in the world, but I know when people are jealous. I know when they hating. I know, like I see it. Um, and I'm not gonna lie. It's not that I watch how others move. It's that I pay attention to patterns. Um, I paid attention how people work their way in, around people, or how they try to get the attention of people. Like I pay attention to that because I've seen them do it. Like I'm like, it's not that I was looking to see them do it. It's just that we just so happen to be in the same chats, and I pay attention to um, um, like I can help to see what they say in the chats and stuff. And I just be like, yeah, okay, like, but yeah, I pay attention to patterns. And y'all, okay, so at the end of my work shift, I was listening to one of my older lives. I ain't gonna say which one it is. I listened back to one of my older lives, and it was some stuff in that live that I literally heard like this morning, and I was like, why was I so blind to see what was happening in that live? I ain't gonna say which live it was. I was like, how was I like some stuff I did see, but others I was just like, why didn't I see that at the time? But like I said, a lot of my older lives will tell the story, and I just be looking like, oh, okay, just pay attention. For Jose said, a lot of people play both sides, and for yeah, they do. Now with me, I'm not in it. If you, like, okay, so if you got two people going at each other, if I don't like somebody, I'm gonna clearly say I don't care for them. Like, I'm not gonna say, well, no, on some, well, okay, if two people I like are going at it, I'm just like, well, that's y'all problem. Like, I have no issue with either one of y'all. Um, but if it's known that I don't like a person and they're fighting with somebody I get along with, I'm just like, well, you know how they are. Like, don't pay them attention. Like, don't give them your attention because the biggest problem on this app is attention. It's 7 o'clock. Okay, computer, it's 7 o'clock. The biggest problem on this app is attention. people, and I forgot what live that was, but we talked about all kinds of different attention on here. But yeah, whether you want attention from a guy, a girl, a channel holder, a mod, or whatever, people like attention. And the biggest problem is if they don't have a channel, um, if they don't have a channel, or if they do have a channel, some people like to panel hop. They don't want a channel. That's them. But a lot of people, as content creators, they do panel hop, and they do that to promote their own channel. Now, y'all see me in some chats, but I don't really go on everybody's panel. Um, when was the last time I joined somebody's panel? Oh, yeah, Stormy's was the last one I went on, and that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Other than that, no, it may have been longer than that. Was it? It was at the beginning of this year, I know. But anyway, um, I don't really go on anybody's panel. I'm always on my own. Yeah, I can't remember. I think hers was the last one I joined. Oh yeah, hers and Jed's, like on New Year's. And then when Jed does do a live, I'm at work, so I can't join the panel. But I don't really hop on people panels. I really can't go on the boxing guys panels because they're talking about boxing. So yeah, don't know a lot of information there. So I don't really like. I support them from the chat. They were saying those are the ones that hit the panel all the time. Yes, exactly. Mhm. Yep. And I'm just like, um, I don't really go on people panels no more because I freaking hate when I go on somebody's panel and I'm looking forward to the playback and they freaking private, and I'm just like, I've learned what to do with that in that case. What's up, Marky Daniel? Hey, Marky. I did enjoy your take on the topic BBO had last night. Um, yeah, I knew you was gonna go in, so I didn't like when he kicked you off though. I'm just like, come on now, like why you kick Marky off and then let you back on to talk about the topic? I'm like, come on, BBO, he was out of order. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I listened to that whole live. I was there the whole time. But Marky, you going live today? What's today? Sunday? You going live today, Marky? If you are, what is it about? I really enjoy your lives about politics. And if you're going live, is it on your channel or the other person's channel? Because I won't be there. I go if it's your live. I'm just saying. Anyway. But yeah, some people don't want to start channels. They just want to panel hop. The only thing about panel hopping though, they have to allow you to be on. Excuse me. They have to allow you to be. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm sleepy. They have to allow you to bring you up on the panel, and then, like I said, if they don't like what you say, they just keep you off. And I'm just like, I don't think I ever been kicked off a panel. Yeah, I'm always pleasant. I'm always. Oh, sure is. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, gotcha. Duh. Look, I forgot about that too, Marky. I honestly did. Yeah, yeah. I thought about doing a live later. But I'm gonna have to retract that because yeah, people gonna be watching the game, so they're not gonna be paying. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, probably not. Probably not. Mm, yeah, gotcha, Marky. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. I forgot. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably check it out because I did not look at the last two Super Bowl halftime shows. I always waited till after the fact and watched it online. But we'll see if I check it out. I don't know. Y'all know some y'all. Oh, I don't know if I should even say this. Okay, Don't ask me about it after I tell y'all this. Don't ask me about it. Okay. So y'all know no, it wasn't. I liked it. Stop, Marky. I liked it. Stop it. You missed a lot of stuff in there if you didn't. All right, Marky. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know you last year this time. Yeah, I didn't know you last year this time. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Okay, so let me say this before I read your comment, Jose. I don't even know if I should say this. Don't ask me about it after I tell y'all this. So y'all know me. I know things before they happen. Um, I wasn't really into sports, and I'm telling y'all this with my eyes closed before I read y'all comment. I used to be really good at picking who would win. No lie. I what I would do is I would pick the team who would win. Right. I would wait. I never watched the game now. I would wait until the game, like everything was over, and I would go online and look up and see who won. And I bet you I was right almost every time. I don't bet. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm telling y'all this with my eyes closed. I would do that for the Super Bowl. I would do that for the NBA championship or whatever. I would be right. I think one time I was wrong on the Super Bowl, but every other time I was freaking right. Don't ask me to do it because I tell you I always know who's gonna win and I be right every time. Okay, so don't ask me about that and don't tell nobody else. Okay, so Jose said Bad Bunny, everybody's jealous of him because he's making money. He's one of the best singers today. Okay, okay. Marcus said the weekend halftime show was the best I've seen live. I was rocking out here. So okay, cool. Okay. Jose said any channel that says anything about him, let him live his life the way he wants to live his life. It's going to be a great halftime show. Yeah, making me want to check it out. Mark Dan says Bad Bunny was born less than half an hour away from me. He's representing Island folk. Alright, Island boy. Okay. Well, I hope he does a great job. Because you know everybody gonna be looking. Everybody gonna be paying attention. Let's see who he brings out because you know they always have to have a special guest. So we'll see. I might have to check that out. Even though I might not understand nothing he's gonna be saying, but I probably would. Okay, Jose said to make a bet you have to wash it over and over and switch it off. No, I didn't have to do none of that, Jose. I just knew. I'm pretty sure that's gonna come in handy for my husband, especially if he's into sports. That'll come in handy for him. But I be right. I be right. Bad Bunny gonna be the third album after. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Mhm. They got it like that. But yeah, I hope he does a great job. I ain't hating on him. I don't even. I mean, I know of him, but I don't really listen to him like that. I'm just gonna be honest. Mm, just to be honest. But I might have to check it out. I might find some songs I like. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I like Mark Anthony. Uh huh. Mark Anthony can sing. He can really sing. I like him and Enrique Iglesias. That he had it on lock for the early 2000s. I used to like all his songs too. What's up, Prize? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Prize. I'll be honest with you. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Marky. I'm sure you do, Marky. You gotta love the horses too, Marky. I don't ever mess with you about no horses. Yeah, but yeah, I had an interesting live yesterday, Prize. It was very entertaining. Oh, okay. But then again, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't bet, but I always know who gonna win. Um, and don't ask me because I ain't telling. But then again, like I said, y'all, I'm getting sleepy. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. I I think that's the main thing people need to learn, which is why y'all haven't seen me live for a few days. I gotta take care of myself so I can keep coming back to do these lives. Um, a lot, a lot of people are losing themselves to the internet, and I'm not gonna be one of them. So I said, well, let me take a step back, regroup, focus, and then I'll come back. Mm-hmm. Jose says the market, that's the way it should be. Just like I'm going to follow all my Cubans. Hmm. You're triggering me with the Cubans. I ain't gonna tell you why, Jose. I'm gonna let that be because I'm gonna get irritated again. But yeah, okay. I have nothing against Cubans. I'm just saying. It's a little situation that happened, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We not talking about that. But anyway, um, yeah, just focus on yourself and do what you got to do for yourself. Because the way these people moving on this app, it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. So I'd rather make it better for myself than to keep letting all the chaos um take my energy. I ain't doing it. You train professional bosses. Ooh, cool, cool. Okay. Okay, y'all having a totally different conversation. But yeah, um, learn how to log off, learn how to not get on panels, learn how to not go live. Yeah, it's too much going on in the world, and you know something I found out a lot of times like when I don't go live, I'm rejuvenating myself. Like I'm like okay, like 'cause a lot of times, y'all, I don't feel like talking. Just like this morning, I wanted to postpone this live so bad because I was so sleepy, and I'm just like, no, do your live, like go ahead and do it, get it out the way. I'm glad Marky told me about the game because I totally forgot. So, I'll only go live if people ask me to. If not, you know, uh, and then plus I know some people might go live after the game. So, most likely I won't do one tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow. I need to do one tomorrow night. Honestly, yeah, I gotta talk to some people. But the pop my knee that hurt. But yeah, I gotta set that up. I gotta talk to a few people because anyway, um, yeah, I I forgot what I was talking about, honestly. But anyway, I've learned to take care of myself and say like, y'all gonna have to miss me for a few days. Go back and listen to me on another live, um, because like I can't do like I used to. I can't do like I used to. And that's the issue. Like we're all getting older, and I was just like I was going hard every day doing a live, skipping a day and coming back, and I'm just like when I just really, I'm just not up to it. I just be like, hey, I'm not going live. I'll get y'all another day. So yeah, just taking care of yourself and your mental health, cause like even talking for as long, it's kind of draining. because you gotta literally sit here and talk to people. Like you gotta have something to say. And I'm just surprised that I can do it because I never have any talking points. I just come up here and freaking talk, and it works. Like I've been freestyling since day one. It helped. It helps sometimes, and sometimes, I'm just like, well, okay, I guess I'll leave. Because like I always said, like if nobody comes to talk to me, I'm like, okay, well, I'll end it, and I'm out. But normally when I do that, that's when everybody shows up. So I just was like, okay, I'll stay another 45 minutes. So, so yeah, that's normally how it works. But yeah. hmm I actually went live before my time because Duck didn't go live this morning. Um, so I was like, well, let me go ahead and go earlier. Um, Let me go ahead and go live earlier so I can, just get it out the way. And in that way, I can just rest the rest of the day. If I do a live later, it'll be upon request. I'm not just gonna do one because, like I said, a lot of people gonna be watching the game and all that. So, but then again, like I said, sometimes I do think about the people who really don't get into all that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I make no promises. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm just like the people that normally come. I know a lot of y'all like sports, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to go live and then they looking at me crazy like, why are you live? We watching the game. So, so I get it. I get it. But yeah, I just really want people to focus on themselves. Um, get your mind, body, and soul right. That's where my mindset is right now. Like I can't like keep just you know um what I want to say. I can't just keep drilling myself. Like, ooh, that didn't sound right. Like I can't just keep going live and going live and going live and going live. I'm like, no, I need to skip a day or two. Like maybe three. I think this time I skipped 3 days. Cause I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like I'm tired. I work. So some people on this app don't work. Um, I do. So having a full time job and trying to do these lives are not easy. Like I said, I don't see how the crap I did this around the holidays, but I did. I was doing the lives and I was working. So yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I made it through. I made it through the holidays, and I'm gonna tell you, it was rough. It was rough, but I made it. Mm. But yeah, um, just do what you can for you. Do what's best for you. I don't like as much as I tell people not to care what people think about them on here. They're gonna do it anyway. So I'm just gonna stop saying that. Like, if you care enough to talk about it, then you care enough to think about it. Me, I'm like whatever. I don't give a crap. Like, I honestly don't care. So yeah, I don't give a crap. But you know what? Everybody do what they gonna do on their own. So it's whatever. But yeah, I hate to break up y'all little conversation, but I'm finna get ready to jet out of here. Yeah, I'm finna get ready to jet out of here. I am still sleepy. I get off work and wind down. I've done my hour and well, almost 15 minutes. So I'm gonna slide my behind out of here. And like I said, if I do a live later, it's because people want me here. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the game later on. And have fun at the little party or you get together. Um, hmm. Yeah, I know, right, Marky? Yeah, yeah, have fun. Have fun. Just, Marky, don't be yelling and screaming at people. Like, don't do it. But yeah, have fun. Have fun. Enjoy the game. If somebody happens to do a show after, if hey Marky, if y'all happen to do a late night show, I'll be over there or whatever. We'll see what. Here you go, dropping. Just look at. Him. I knew he was gonna do it. I was waiting. That's Marky channel. Y'all go sub to Marky. But yeah, yeah, y'all have fun. Y'all take care of your mental health. Take care of your health. Remember to always pray every day, all day. Be a good influence to somebody else. Um, just you got to. All right, Marky. But yeah, yeah, be a good influence to somebody. Like help build somebody up. Like you changed your picture, Marky. I just noticed that. I just noticed you changed your picture. I can't see what it is right now, but I just noticed that. But yeah, be good people to other people. Don't get over here. Don't get in drama. Like, just be good people. And if you're out driving, drive safe. Um, yeah. And I hope whatever team, well, everybody can't win, but I hope whatever team y'all pick it, they win. Um, I, I, I already got an inkling of who's gonna win, but I ain't saying because nobody's gonna make a bet off me and get money and don't give me none. But yeah, that's just a little gift I have, and I don't really use it. I don't really use it, but I got it. So yeah, and I've always thought to myself if I ever use that gift for gambling, that I will lose it. So I just don't. But yeah, that's just how I am. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Enjoy the game, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.